What could parents do if they know that that self-talk is going on? What would be some proactive things? Because
Mhm.
oftentimes your kids will say, "Well, yeah, you're going to say that as mom or dad."
Yeah,
Is there
yeah,
any other things we can do that
yeah.
might help in that area?
Yeah. So what teens, we talked about dabbling. So to have a lot of different experiences, so
Yeah.
they're having communication or just being around, other, especially adults,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they're kind adults.
Right.
So volunteer work or, teaching alongside in a Sunday school or something
Mm-hmm.
like that, where they're around someone who can then say, I see this in you. And I
Right.
I take I encourage all teens at some point to take on the project of writing a paper about themselves,
Mm.
and to part of that paper being interviewing a few people outside of the family,
Mm-hmm.
um, well, like grandma and grandpa they could do, but
Yep.
a boss, at a volunteer
Mm-hmm.
job, or the old lady they mow the lawn for or something, and what do they have to say about them? And teens find that
Ah.
very challenging,
Mm-hmm.
um, but they are always so glad that they did
Mm.
it.
Yeah.
So
That's a great idea.
yeah,
Yeah, it's that the opposite perspective because we get that mirror view, but we can only see from one perspective. I think
yeah,
I read a book or heard something from somebody. They said you need to have somebody who can see you from a different vantage point than you can
yeah,
see yourself,
yeah,
and that's when you start to realize just how
mhm,
different you
yeah,
are and really how valuable you are.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of our seven sisters, Marilyn, was teaching a writing class to our local homeschool community, and
Mm-hmm.
there was this one young man who just he doesn't live up to the family athletic, like
Mm,
reputation. They were all big
yeah.
baseball players and all, and so he was feeling kind of lost, and
Mm,
he just you could just see he was in a self doubt place.
yeah.
And so he was in Maryland's writing class, and he turned in a paper,
Hmm.
and Marilyn just wrote a little note at the top of the paper. I see potential in your writing.
Mm,
That young man grabbed hold of that, and he worked. So that one little
amazing.
positive thing,
Mm-hmm.
he grabbed that, and he worked so hard at English through high school, and he went to college as an English major. So
Wow.
like he just saw, and I think the last time I heard he was in some journalism, like newspaper, magazine, or something somewhere on
Hmm.
staff. So like looking for that feedback from other
Right.
grown-ups is
Mm-hmm.
so powerful for teens, which means we have to kind of shake them loose and get them around people, and
Yes.